Welcome. I am so glad you're here. Today, we have a fascinating explainer lined up for you. We're going to look at the digital footprint you leave behind every single day, and I guarantee you it is not what you think it is. Most of us drastically misunderstand what our personal information actually consists of. We think we're safe, we think we're anonymous, but the reality is quite different. Okay, let's dive into this and uncover the truth about the personal data illusion.
Section 1. The Personal Data Myth. We really need to systematically dismantle our false assumptions about personal information here.
Look, most of us hear personal data and instantly think of, our ID numbers, a secure password, maybe our credit card info. And sure, that is sensitive data. But today, your data is actually defined by patterns. It's your habits, it's your daily behaviors. Personal data is no longer just about those obvious security details. It's about the subtle rhythms of how you actually live your life. Companies are quietly collecting a massive amount of unexpected data. Your location history, your shopping behavior, your sleep schedule, literally the sound of your voice and the unique geometry of your face. Throw in your health info, your interests, and yes, even your deep-seated fears. Most people dramatically underestimate how much of themselves they expose every single day just because it's quietly collected in the background. Now, on their own, these pieces of data, like what time you woke up today or a single location check-in, seem totally harmless, right? But it's like a giant puzzle. Put them together and they create a complete digital mirror reflecting exactly who you are. This digital version of you is shockingly complete and usually far more detailed than you even realize. Section 2. Privacy equals control. Let's shift the paradigm on how we actually define privacy in the modern world. We've all heard this phrase. Honestly, you might have even said it yourself. I have nothing to hide. It's that classic, kind of uncomfortable excuse people use when they find out an app is tracking them. But here's the reality we need to confront. Privacy was never just about hiding something wrong. If you think privacy is only for criminals, you are missing the bigger picture entirely. True privacy is entirely about control. It's having control over who accesses your information and exactly how they use it. And most importantly, it's control over how accurately these systems can predict your behavior. It's really about maintaining sovereignty over your digital self. Section 3. How AI predicts behavior. Let's look at how modern tech actually weaponizes these everyday data patterns. The modern AI pipeline is incredibly efficient. First, they gather your behavioral data. Then, AI steps in with insanely advanced pattern recognition to connect the hidden dots of your daily life. Finally, they use those insights to actively influence your behavior and decisions. Tech isn't just passively collecting and storing info anymore. It is actively learning from your harmless little habits to figure you out. These systems spot things we humans would literally never notice. Your exact wake-up times, your current stress levels, what specific content emotionally triggers you. They know what products you're vulnerable to buying right now and exactly what keeps your attention the longest. AI makes you incredibly vulnerable because the system knows your reactions before you even have them. So what does this all mean? It means information has become incredibly powerful. Recommendation systems guide what you watch, ad systems guide what you buy. Algorithms are actively influencing your opinions, your emotions, your habits, and your decisions. And the craziest part? This behavioral influence happens automatically, every single day, often without us realizing it at all. Section 4. When ordinary becomes dangerous. Let's explore the real-world danger of data exposure. Seriously, ask yourself, what actually happens if this sensitive personal information gets exposed? Imagine a massive data breach, a hacked cloud account, or a leaked medical file. When it falls into the wrong hands, suddenly all that mundane, ordinary information becomes extremely dangerous. This is exactly what criminals use your ordinary data for: identity theft, devastating fraud, and blackmail. They use your details for social engineering. We're seeing deepfake scams using stolen voices and faces and highly targeted phishing attacks that look terrifyingly real because they know your specific habits. Seemingly harmless info can instantly become weaponized to cause immense reputation damage. To put that into perspective, in the past, cybercriminals actually had to sit down and manually target their victims. It took a lot of time. Today, AI automates all that deception at a massive scale. It's making all of these risks faster, smarter, and infinitely more scalable than ever before.
Section 5, Your Digital Survival Skills. Time to focus on empowerment and resolution.
First, we really have to recognize our own role here and how often we freely give this incredibly valuable resource away. Every time we blindly click accept on app permissions, every time we take a silly online quiz to find out what kind of pizza we are, we trade away our data for free services, social media posts, and facial recognition filters just for a laugh. We trade our digital identity for simple conveniences.
Okay, don't panic. This doesn't mean you need to disconnect from technology completely, but you absolutely need awareness. Your fundamental digital survival skill is understanding exactly how your information is collected, how it's analyzed, who it's shared with, and how it's protected. As our world gets more connected, your personal information becomes more valuable. I want to leave you with this final powerful takeaway, directly from Maya at Privacy Club. In the AI era, personal information is no longer just data. It's power. It's the power to predict, the power to influence, and the power to control. So, as you wrap up this explainer and go back to your digital life today, I want you to ask yourself, who exactly are you giving that power to? Thanks so much for joining me, and stay curious out there.